let's start off with the first one, which is Mindseye. And you could say it's giving a bit of a Cyberpunk 2077 feel, as the developers had quite the rough start to the game launch. So much so that the developer Build a Rocket Boy canceled sponsored streamers last minute, and some players even secured refunds. The developers say it is heartbroken over the game's difficulties. So, what is actually wrong with this game? Well, the users have complained about performance issues, bugs and glitches, broken AI, and some game crashes. And in this one, you can actually see that there are some issues in this video game from Nick Tech on Twitter. As he's moving, people just seem to, fly in the middle of the air. It's fine. I mean, that's what they normally do, right? It's fine. That's totally what's up, right? No, that's not good. So hopefully we can get some help, right? So you might remember when this all happened to Cyberpunk 2077, that the game was actually pulled from sale on the PlayStation Store. Well, there's no indication at this time if that will be the same fate for Mindseye, but the Build a Rocket Boy team did respond on Reddit regarding these issues with the game, and this was their response. They said, "We understand that the current minimum spec requirements are very high, but our engineering team are working around the clock to improve performance on mainstream hardware as well as consoles by integrating the performance improvements in Unreal Engine version 5.6. And then they also stated that there will be an update which will include these improvements. So we want to know, do you think this game has the potential to get better and regain their player base, or is it too late? Or is it just too late for them? Let us know, guys. I think this is just another form of, I want to get this game out. Let's get it out. Let's not actually take the time to sit here and think about this.
Mm-hmm.
And it bit them on the butt because they didn't think of minor things that were going to go wrong. And they needed to make probably a deadline so that they can make their budget so that they don't actually go below budget and go bankrupt. And this is the problem. Take the time to actually look at your game. There will always be bugs, we know this, but this is insane. People floating, cars literally stopping and starting because they can't smoothly connect from a one point to another point as they're turning around. Like, problem. Big problems. But I was gonna say, I do feel bad for the streamers out there.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
Because to have somebody sit there and say that their manager called them up literally last minute and tell them that they are pulling their sponsorship is a big deal. And
massive.
Don't get me wrong, I would love for us to be sponsored. If anybody wants to sponsor us, let us know.
I mean, some streamers, that's how they get a lot of their revenue and how they are able to afford their homes and things like that. Like sponsorships for people like ourselves and other and video game streamers or whatever streamer there is. Sponsorships are a very big deal to the streaming business. So
That's
for
right.
them to be like, we are pulling your sponsorship because of of the developer's failure of their own game could be honestly like massively impactful, like negatively impacting the streamers that were originally partnered with them.
Yeah. And I saw recently too, and I didn't put it in here, but I did see recently that the latest thing is that it is the worst rated game right now. That's a problem. That's a real big problem.